All right, today we are going to be continuing with our assignment from yesterday. So you need your COVID-19 spatial distribution patterns site. So from here, you need the new cases of COVID-19 by day so that you can have the CDC site. And the CDC site will come up so that you can access your data. Okay, from here you also needed the document that accompanied this, and so you should have that in your OneDrive, and you're going to come to your document, and if there's any of you that are behind in this would be a good video for you to rewatch with some headphones so that you can make sure that you are doing this activity right. Okay, so remember that we are collecting data. We've gone through and collected data on 2 of these together, and you were working on your own to continue collecting data. So as you look at your document here, we are doing cases in the last 7 days, last 7 days, and rate per 100,000. And so if you scroll down underneath the chart, you see a data table for cumulative cases. You can press the plus sign here, and that gives you this information in chart form. And I'm going to change the categories to go largest to smallest, and then I can come in here and create my data. So Alaska was first with 833.9, then Montana was next with 585.3, then you had North Dakota, then you had Wyoming, and West Virginia. That's a new one. This changed just today as we were doing our data. So we had 561, 538.7, and 519.4. All right, so copy your data by clicking right here and highlighting, then right click to copy. Then the next one asks for you to create a bar graph. So you're simply going to come in and put your cursor behind the question, and then you're going to insert a bar graph here. So you're going to go to your Insert tab, up top, Insert, and from here, you're going to insert a chart, and you're going to do a bar chart, so you can do the column or the bar. Choose a bar chart that you'd like to use. Once you have your bar chart, press OK. That's going to bring up a data series. This one has 5 rows, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows and 2 columns. So we're going to come down here to the 6th row, and I'm going to be in column 2, and I'm going to drag and highlight that area. I'm going to right click and paste my data. Once I'm done, I'm going to click and delete this column because I don't need it. Delete this column because I don't need it. All right, so then what we have done there is input our data, and here you will see that now you have your bar chart or bar graph. Now you can go in and make changes to this the way we see it, change the colors as you go so that these are more aesthetically pleasing. Then here you had to input the lease, the states with the lease, and you were going to insert a pie chart, and I'm just going to use the same data but show you how we would insert a pie chart into this same place. So we're going to go to Insert and Chart, and then choose Pie, choose which pie chart you want, and then here you're going to see your data comes up, and this time we have 5 with 2 columns. I need 6. I'm going to highlight this, right click and paste, and then there is my pie chart. Okay, you're going to continue doing this until you complete the assignment. For the next one, you had to do our region with South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, and Alabama. Then you're going to create a chart for me. Then we're going to go back to our CDC site and change the settings in the CDC chart Okay, so here you are on the CDC. Go back in and change your settings in the view. We're going to do cases since January 2021, and we're going to go by count. And then as you move down here to your data, you're going to use your total cases. So now you can see California has the greatest. You'll list the top 5. Then you can change it again to the bottom 5, and you're going to pick up here with Vermont. Don't add any that are territories, okay? So that will be how you gather your data for the next 2 questions. So put your cases that you have here, then create a chart of your choosing with the data that you just collected. Okay, same thing here. We just went and did this. We changed our cases. Put your data here, then create me a chart showing that data. Then C, ask for the ones that have been impacted the least. Put the bottom 5 here. Don't use territories. Then come to D and create a chart reflecting this data, doing the same thing that we've done all along. And then finally, you're going to look at our region since 2021, since January 21st. So go look up our states by their the alphabetical order. So if you go to the CDC chart and you go back to here, I would change it to alphabetical order so you can do Alabama, put Alabama's number. Look for Georgia, put Georgia's number. Florida, put Florida's number. Okay, that's going to be the best way to do that one, right? And so then create me a graph that shows our region. What do our region numbers look like? And then in this last chart that you're going to do, you're going to be collecting data that shows the last 7 days compared to the since January 20 data. So I've listed some towns for you to, some states for you to do. I want you to go find the information for that place. So the best way to do that is going to be to hover over the map. So here you can see North Dakota. You can see their cases in the last 7 days and their total cases. So you would type that information in the chart. And then once you have that information typed, you will then transfer that information into a chart. One more chart after this. No, I'm sorry, we didn't do a chart for this one. Okay, the very last thing I want you to do, what patterns do you notice in the data that you've collected? Okay, so once you have finished, you are then going to save this assignment. So go File and Save it. Okay, make sure that you're saving your changes to your OneDrive so that you can turn it in. Then you're going to go to your Schoology page to where you can turn this assignment in. So you're going to submit your assignment right here. Choose it as a file upload, and then your file icon, and then find it from your OneDrive and submit it. Once you have submitted, go immediately to grades. Check to see if there's anything that you owe me in grades. If there's things that you owe me, that's what you have to do next. If you do not owe me anything for grades, you will find attached to this page some links to games. You may play any of these geography games with the time that you have left. You may not go on NitroType or Free Games or any of those games. If you're found to be on those games and I find out about it by looking in your browser history on my DYNO, then you will have punishment. But you are free to play any of the geography games so that you can learn more about geography. So again, submit your assignment. Go to grades, check to see if there's anything that you need to turn in. If you have nothing that you owe me, have fun the rest of your Friday playing some games. I will see you guys on Monday.